For speech, persuasive speaking, here's my audience, co-workers, there's 5. Okay, so we'll begin now, and then let me know when I get to tomorrow. Distracted driving. A distraction is anything that takes your mind and attention away from driving. The problem of distracted driving is there's usually 3 main categories in distracted driving. You have your visual, you have your manual, and your cognitive. Your manual is taking your eyes off the road, your manual is taking your hands off the wheel if you're reaching for something in the car, and your cognitive is taking your mind off, basically you're in la-la land. A survey by Liberty Mutual and SAD, Students Against Destructive Decisions, found that teens felt more pressure to stay connected while they were in the car with their phones, especially if they had passengers in the phones. With cell phones nowadays, there are very popular apps that teens like to stay connected to while they're driving and actually record themselves while they are driving. Some of those popular apps are Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. With the distracted driving, 48% of teens reported texting more when they were alone in the car. 55% reported texting while driving to update their parents. Parents asking where they're at or where they're going. Cell phone use while driving is highest among 16 to 24-year-old drivers and females. Drivers who use handheld devices still think that is going to be an easier way to do hands-free driving, but they still get distracted while they're changing over to Bluetooth, making sure that the numbers go through when you're doing your voiceover. A lot of times it doesn't catch your phone numbers. Distracted driving related crashes accounted for 10%, which is 263 of all teen deaths that occurred in 2016 in the state of Texas. 339 people were killed in crashes involved a distracted teen driver as well. What to do for distracted driving? Just focus on the road. Keep distractions out of the car, especially when you have passengers in the car. They can use the phone to navigate, use the GPS, answer the phone calls. They can also, keep the phone put up so that you can't get to the phone to help you be able to concentrate. By being a good passenger, know that as a driver you have the responsibility to not only yourself but others in the car, as well as you have people that you come in contact with driving down the road. As well as school zones, when you're passing through school zones, making sure that you are not distracted, making sure that you are obeying the school zone speed limits, as well as when you're behind a school bus, when they come to a stop, and making sure that you are stopping and not passing through. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration had put out statistics in 2017. With that, the most common cause of teen crashes are the ones that young drivers and their parents know the least about, which is the distracted driving is one of the main causes. It's one of the top 5 reasons that you have teen crashes, besides driving at night, speeding, and so forth. On a per mile driven basis, teens are 8 times more likely to die in the first 6 months of driving, where they just think they're able to drive without any supervision. They know it all. They are not passing the speed limits or not paying attention to the speed limit signs. Besides the human tragedy of teen deaths, this cost of the crash.
4 minutes.
Did you already stop?